Let's move on to else statements. This is how you execute a different branch of your program. So as we saw above, we've only seen one branch, like if it is true. We don't have the other branch if it is false. So remember, in our conditional statements, we have two branches, one for yes, one for no, or really one for true, one for false. So with the condition, is it raining, you will either have practice will be canceled or practice will occur. We don't have another half of our statement yet. The way to do that is with this else statement. That's how you execute a different branch and really a different code block. So the way it works is that it has to be part of an if statement. You cannot just have else as the beginning. It has to follow the code block of the if statement. So here I've just copied and pasted our original if statement. And the way to write an else is, so after your if code block, so it must follow the if code block, you press delete, you go back to the beginning of the line and you just write the word else, and then you have to have a colon again. So remember, in Python, whenever you see the colon, that should trigger you that you're about to enter a code block. So when I press enter, the Jupyter Notebook knows this, it anticipates this, it will begin a new code block for you over here. Let's say I want to do something else to x. I will say triple it. I will say x is triple is x times 3. So if it doesn't meet this condition, this will automatically get triggered. And I will say triple the value of x is triple, like this. Okay, so let's review this before we execute this. So here x is assigned to be the value of -20. If x is greater than 0, which it isn't, these two lines of code. Otherwise, this will get run. So if it is not greater than 0, then we will triple the value of x, assign it to this word triple, or this variable triple, and then we will print out this statement here. So since x is -20, this code block over here will get run. So we say triple the value of -20 is -60. So that looks good. Let's go ahead and change this to 20. So now this part will get evaluated as true. 20 is greater than 0. So now this branch will get run. And if the first branch is true, then this one will just be ignored, right? So it just goes down this path. Whatever the true path is, if it is true, it will just simply ignore this path over here. So you can see how we're controlling the flow. It's not just one line after another after another. These conditional statements allow you to control which lines of code are run. Okay, now let's put another line down here that will get executed no matter what. And we'll just say this line gets executed no matter what. So I don't have any other variables here. Notice that this indentation is back to where it was before the if statement. So it's not part of these code blocks, it is on its own. Let's go ahead and execute this. So we can see that this line will get executed no matter what. Doesn't matter which branch it takes. Let's go back to -20. So that triggers this code block in the else statement part like that, but this part is always run. So we have resumed standard control flow after we've exited out of the if and else blocks. All right, so that is how you write else statements in Python. They have to follow an if statement and then have their own code block.